Okay. Good evening. Call to order what's today, the 18th? The May 18th? 17th, sorry. Meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Okay, start with the public hearing. And want to just stipulate right now that we unfortunately only have 4 members, so we do need a unanimous vote in order for this variance to pass. So it is up to you if you want to go forward or if you would rather table it. But again, we do need the full 4. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have Fran Whalen also voting.
Legal, please.
Yep. And Fran, if I could get you to read the legal notice for me. So we just have to read the top 2 paragraphs, right?
Pardon me?
Top 2 paragraphs is
Yeah.
sufficient, right?
The Rocky Hill Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, May 17th, 2022, beginning at 7 p.m., Council Chambers, 2nd floor, Rocky Hill Town Hall, 761 Old Main Street, Rocky Hill, Connecticut, 06067, to consider the following. A, appeal 2022-03, Firematic Supply Company requesting a variance from a requirement of the Rock Hill zoning regulation, section 4.D.2, setback requirements, to allow a side yard setback of 2 feet where a 45-foot is required to allow for the installation of a storage container on the property located at 651 Brook Street in the OP Office Park District, ID number 16-276.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner Whalen. Do you want to also say any decision of this board can be taken to the Superior Court within 15 days? And if anybody was for it, please step up and state your case. Thank you.
Good evening, folks.
Hi.
Michael Hanratty, one of the landowners for that. So when we look at our property, we're 663, 651, and 655 Brook Street are the 3 parcels that we own. All right, we purchased the original parcel, which represents where we operate the business, 651, on I think it was August 2nd, 1996. I've been there ever since, operating our business as we sell and service fire apparatus and fire equipment. Been very lucky to have a great relationship with the town, and everything we've done so far has worked well, and I think we've been a good tenant and a good landowner, and we would like it to move forward. So back when the Win Stanley project was getting developed, the apartment complex behind us and around us, I was a member. I was in the audience here quite often with that. At the time, I had some concerns, but they got alleviated, and the apartments got built, and everything's been fine. I think we've been good. They've been good tenants, and we've been good neighbors for each other, and that's all fine. But during that process, the 663 Brook Street property, which is contiguous to ours and directly next door, same lot size, same parcel, was owned by John Sword and his wife, Mildred. They were terrific neighbors. John was in the shop every day getting coffee with the guys, and he became a very good friend. So when Mr. Win Stanley was developing the property, he was putting significant pressure on Mr. Sword to sell him his land. And that's how I got involved in that whole project to begin with. And I thought, okay, well, at that time, just recently previous to that, the Burris property across the street on the south side of Brook Street was developed as an industrial portion, as was the park on the east side of Brook Street as well, the other Win Stanley project. Both of those were pushed through. I never fought it. I was for business development, always have been, always will be. So at the time, it appeared that the town was going in the direction of making everything on the west side of what was Trout Brook, now Hinkle Way, commercial. the apartment complex seemed a departure from that, but that's a whole nother story. So the reason my family and I agreed to purchase the Sword property was because, number one, we wanted a buffer zone between us and the apartments, because I figured they would eventually get built. And then I also thought it would give us the opportunity to either expand the business in that direction, and we also got the rental income from the two houses. So it's been fine. We don't have the house rented right now because it needs to be gutted and redone. So that house is sitting empty, and it has been for a couple of years. I had one tenant who was there for over a year and didn't pay the rent once. So it was very challenging. So we just let it sit empty right now and maintain the property. So to jump all of that to recently, we ran out of space in that building on 651 a couple of years ago, and the business has been suffering because we haven't been able to expand, not because we didn't present an opportunity to do it, just because we had other projects within the family and within the business that we needed to attend to first. So as an interim step, in order to give us a little bit more room inside, and be able to kind of move some of the equipment that we keep inside the building to the storage trailer, we put the trailer next to the property. And I have to apologize. I would have asked for a variance before buying the trailer, but I was completely unaware that we needed it because we own both parcels. So it was a shock to me when Jimmy, so in the audience I have Jim Swanson. He's been with Firematic for better than 20 years, and my wife. Thank you, honey, for being here. Thanks for being here, Jimmy. So we bought the trailer, had a little bit of grading work done so that it would be all level. We leveled that spot directly west of the building and have the trailer installed. And from what I understand, the electrician that applied for a permit came and they said, ooh, you can't get a permit because they don't have a permit to put the trailer there. I was like, oh, I had no idea. So that's what brought us here today. We have that trailer. It is in place. We spent a fair amount of money buying the trailer and leveling that spot and regrading the area, directly adjacent to the building on the west to get it done. And so we'd like to get a variance so we could keep it there. If we were to move it somewhere else, the parking lot is kind of limited, the space that we have, and the trucks that we support and service are big. They're 45 or 50 feet long, some of them the ladder trucks, right? So the distance from the back of the building to the edge of the parking lot is kind of narrow, and we kind of suffer with that, but we deal with it. So if we were to put it in the back there, I think when we looked at it, and I think we did, the only other place that we could physically fit it and have it have any kind of efficacy would be directly behind the building, where we have a transformer now. So if you look at the back of it, if you're standing looking at the back of the building, if the back of the building, we have a little grass spot with a transformer there, and there's two what do you call those things? Posts that protect the transformer. We could put it right there, long ways, and it would functionally for the shop it would work okay, and I think that would meet the requirements, because it would have the zoning around it, but it would destroy our ability to maneuver any of the trucks in and around the backyard. While we have UPS in there twice a day with trailers, and we have to maneuver stuff around that. So we're limited in space, and if we put it there, it would make it even worse. So that's why we're here tonight asking for the variance. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Go ahead.
The only question I have is, I don't really see a problem where you have the trailer, but who did all the red outlines on the print?
Jimmy? Who did the red outlines on the print?
No.
Yeah. On the,
Can you tell me where I'm supposed to be at? My daughter.
Yeah.
yes.
Where's she supposed to be?
It's got the existing setbacks in it, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking is, I mean, this is a detailed map, okay? But unless the engineer or whoever did the survey did that, because, I mean, we have to make sure that that's the right spot.
That is
And-
exactly the right spot. Yes.
But who did the red outline?
I did it with them, Joe.
Oh.
When I met with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did that?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because well, before we've had a problem with.
Right.
We've had a map, and somebody goes in and draws a shed, and it's nowhere near where it's,
Right, no, and we measured, I got the
Oh, okay, no,
distances
that's-
are off of the aerial
Okay.
photography
All right,
and
no.
their site plan.
okay, that's,
Yep.
Sure. Commissioner Mata, do you have any questions? No? Okay. Commissioner Whalen?
No questions?
No? Okay. All right, I have no questions either. There's nobody else here, so can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second?
Second?
Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we'll move on to new business. Can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to move on to new business for Appeal 2022-03, Firematic Supply Company, 651 Brook Street.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Oppose? None? Pass. Congratulations. Okay, and
Call me tomorrow morning.
let's go ahead and move on to old business. We have, thank you.
You're welcome.
Next time, see us first.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Okay. That old business, anything? I don't think we have any. Nope, hearing none. Okay, bylaws. I do have one slight change in the bylaws, please. And it'd be rather easy. Can we please change chairman to chairperson, please? Just, we'll be on the
These are from 2012.
I get you. No, I completely understand. I completely understand. Other than that, I really didn't see anything else. How about
No, I
Joe,
didn't.
Elaine?
The older
No?
ones that you had looked at, the previous ones that, because you had mentioned,
Yeah, the last one I saw was from 19-something. It didn't even have Joe's
98 or
name on it.
something,
Yeah, Joe's name wasn't even on it, so that's how old it was. So, did you see anything else on that, Fran?
Did not?
No, okay. All right, next item, approve action minute, taken in minutes from, we have 3 sets of minutes going back from December 21st. We have February 15th, and then the April 19th. Do I have a motion to?
If I were here at all three, I'll make a motion that we approve the actions taken on December 21st of 2021, February 15th, 2022.
you weren't here for the most recent, the last
Right,
one.
then the
Okay.
April 19th.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve those two. Or, wait a minute, I'll withdraw the motion.
Okay.
Let somebody else make it that was here for all, well. we
Well,
made-
then let's go
None of us
ahead and
were.
table this till the next meeting,
us were.
okay? Because, yeah,
that's-
exactly.
okay.
So we'll table this to the next meeting.
Okay.
Yep. Actually, the only one we could do would have been December. We could do December and February.
Well, I'll make a motion.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I'll make a motion that we approve the actions taken for December 21st, 2021, and February 15th, 2022.
Second it?
Okay. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Good. Okay. Dave, do you have anything else?
I do not.
Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn this meeting tonight.
Second.
So moved. Thank you, everybody.